Okay, let's try and not mess up as I did in the last game. You played really well, Sylvan, in the last game. I'm just going to open up with a sensible opening. Let's try and go back to old school play. Let's see how we go. And try new things. It's a decider. He's playing really well. I can't compliment him enough. He's doing really well. I'm playing a little bit silly, but we'll see. I'm not going for scholars, don't worry, Sylvan. That's not my intention.
Okay, I think this is the last game in the playing 2000 for today anyway. Just opened a little bit normal there. I think I'm scaring myself actually opening normal like that. Oh dear, right. It's because I know them, like, I really do. I know them like the back of my hand. I've been practicing them and practicing them. I really just want to try something different. Maybe this is not the time to do this. I am actually still going to do it.
Yeah, he's going to go for a5, so we're going to go for this.
You can't not put yourself out there. Maybe the tempo is wrong because now he's going to have the pressure on. Tempo might be wrong when we're pushing here, because then he can come and attack here. Then the knight, I suppose, can come here, but then his pawn opens up. Yeah, I don't think the tempo is right there now. I don't think the tempo is right there now. Let's bring the knight through. Might still be able to push the pawn up and attack this way, but the rook will be on. Whoa. Whoa, okay. That was a bit forceful, that. Simple capture, just don't overthink it. So I'm back into normal play, it looks like here. Yuck. Right, okay. I'm back into normal play, and I would just normally just capture here. This is like basic chess now. Okay, so nice, simple, steady opening. Just using this pawn to block because our knight wants to come here. That old chestnut. Okay, so that if the pawn drops, then at least the pawn can take back. He does get the 20 pointer with the king not castling, but let's see. We can always just attack the queen with a smaller piece. Attack the queen with a smaller piece. Where does he go? He could actually drop here, looking to attack here for a nice cheap. It's not saying that's a better position in terms, but it's attacking a higher piece, so it gives them something to think about. And this feels really weird because I've been doing these weird openings and now I'm in normal and it feels really awkward. So let's move back. Just going to bring, I like this position, as you know, just capturing. Most players do take because they think, oh well, it's disturbing the kingside area pawn, so might as well take. He may just convert and move this side here, putting a check on the king. He's not done that, he's developed. He's developed. I can just capture that bishop. This queen's in a nice position. Could develop myself. I'm going to capture. Okay, simple capture. Yeah, that seems to work. Let's bring the knight through now, developing. Probably going to fianchetto, maybe the dark square bishop. All the things I'm not a fan of. Block. Whoa, again moving super speedy. Whoa, let me breathe. Let me breathe. What's going on here? Rook facing the king. Knight attacking. Knight attacking the bishop. Knights hunt the bishops. Knights hunt the bishops. Let's go. Again, momentary something to think about. knight can come here, but this pawn is, this rook is a little bit fierce. So it's got a pin through. Gets the 20-pointer, I can't castle. So I'm going to have to go and try and find a virtual castle now. Especially, look at this pawn that's going to push down now. Man, the pawn's pushed down, the knight takes, the pawn can't take back. But we can support the king. I'm not saying it's a winning thing. I think we missed the tempo there. That was a good strike. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. He takes. Bishop takes, bishop, rook takes even. Eh? Oh man, that's a missed tempo, isn't it? That's a missed tempo. His knight wants to come either to there, but we can bring the king here, take it off of the line of the attack. If we moved it there, the pawn can still come and put a check and also get our bishop. So I'm just going to move the king off. That was a lethal attack that they had. I don't wonder if that was a missed opportunity or if I'm falling into a trap again. Yeah, it's going to take. Could take with the rook, looking for the exchange, attack the bishop. Going to attack the bishop, we've got the rook supporting here. Don't overthink it. This looks like it's going to get to the end pretty quick. We seem to have got here pretty quick. A bit like the last game, we got there sort of quick. It seems to have been simplified, if that's the technical terms, you know. It seems to have been simplified in terms of pieces being taken off the board. It does that, yeah, it's just simplifying the heck out of the game. Right, okay, capture. And his rook comes and puts a check on. Virtual castle. Which side? We can go back here, can't we, because of the knight. Let's go here.
I'll win. Thank you. I don't know. It's tricky. I mean, it's just a level again. A4. It's just pushing the pawn for the sake of it, I think, then. I feel like he's going to play that. I think no, I'll play A4. And I'll play King F1, so the can't come down.
He's blocking off any ideas of that anyway. Damn. Circumventing all my thought processes. So the next thing I think then obviously is trying to own this file here. Yeah, that was like my secondary option. It's not the best, but it's something. Okay, so small moves. The knight's sitting there all on its own, just doing nothing. I don't know. If his rook came around the back, he could snap up our pawns, couldn't he? Don't like it. What can we do? I don't like my knight sitting there doing nothing. I've got to find the right move. I'm thinking of bringing it down here to then come back up again. Coming down here to come back up again. To come back up again to block. I'm going to bring it back. I want it doing something. I'm a bit worried about his rook coming down, putting down here, coming around the back and taking the pawn. So I'm not saying this is right, but
trying to look where a possible square would be. Oh, it's not his king. His rook's not going to come down, is it? So there's not going to do much here. So let's go for this. Just see if he falls for a silly trick. I mean, I don't think he will, but we'll see how we go. Oh. If he does that, I go check. See if I can play a better night game than him. I'm not convinced I'm better. But...
ooh, he's got ideas of his own. But now he's blocked his rook from actually coming down here. But his knight does have a check here, coming here on my king. But he's left this pawn unprotected. If we went and attacked that pawn, maybe his pawn comes down here. Then we could come across here, attack his rook. And then that blocks his rook off, so then his knight would be under attack. Then his knight puts a check on the king. I don't know. I don't know. Should we just stick with the plan that we had, which was knight going to here? To there to do a blocker, but obviously this pawn can now move because he's moved his knight out of the way. Well, there's nothing in front of it anymore. I think that's what we're going to try. Just move the pawn down to stop the knight from going to... Can he hear? He must be able to hear me speaking. I'm going to go for the exchange. No messing. See if he wants to exchange off. Ooh, he's not playing ball today. Do have this pawn here, we can attack. Could attack, but then he's got a 2-on-1 there. Could always go back again with our knight. Going to attack the pawn. He drops. Our knight gets activated. Comes back around here. Although then if we did do that, his pawn... yeah, mind you, we'd take the knight, won't we, if his pawn dropped. So we've got 3 pawns, he's got 3 pawns. We have a pawn that can attack this pawn here. So I think going through the centre here, well, not centre, on the edge, just attack. Could take with the knight, then the knight's on this pawn as well. It does capture. Which one do we go with? I believe the knight is the sensible option. Attacking here. There's no pluses at the moment, so if he drops, then the knight attacks the rook, maybe? Or just comes back around again. Options, 3 minutes. Not forgetting it's a 2 second increment. He's moved very fast. He's still got 5 minutes left. The rook's come down defending. So if the rook's come down defending, could our pawn push up here to attack their knight? But the knight would end up being in a positive.
It's okay. C1 just seems to defend. So I don't really want to let the king come into this row. So C4 doesn't work because I come here. I'm going to play knight c4 next. This is my next move. This is my plan. My plan move is that. To attack him that way. I think, although he's got that, if take, I lose the knight. I think it's not so good. I think. Don't know. Oh, maybe I should just play that. And then.
No, because the knight could just take the pawn, couldn't it? I'm back into not liking this situation. I think the knight needs to be doing something. It needs to be doing something. I think it can come here. Looking to challenge, or maybe making space for the king actually to come up. If he drops, maybe the king comes up, starts challenging this pawn. This is delicate. This is a bit too delicate for my brain, but we need to practice. Every game, just too tense. Oh no, he's on. He's on. And that's probably why he put his rook there, because my just bring my rook back here, protected by my pawn. Don't need it going all the way back. So it's made a lot of effort getting to this point. It's defending the knight now. At the same time, I think the knight maybe potentially is thinking of going back again. But the king can go here, enticing this pawn to come down. Knight up. But you've got to be careful, because the knight and the rook can work together to trap the king.
Oh, baby, let's see what we can do. The thing there is that's going to be trouble, I think. Maybe g4. Let's go. Should we just try and break through? And what about king here? That's what I'm just thinking. Is it something to worry about too much? I don't know. Knight e2, b5 takes. Let's just go for this. There's not enough time left. If I lose, I lose. I don't know. Let's try and restrict squares you can move to.
Not sure, not sure. I'm going to offer a draw and see what he says. Has it done it? Oh, it's declined the draw. That means we're going to have to fight on. Oh, man.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced about a4. Doesn't that give me a pass pawn? I've got to take it.
He's just said, yeah, it's the last game. Should we not see if there's a winner? Right, okay, let's go. Let's go. Come on then. I offered the draw. It's got me mad now. Oh, what's happened there? Because if his rook moves, we get his knight. So let's have this. Let's have these apples. We had enough time to look at that situation. That's good enough for me. 47 seconds left. His rook can always take our knight actually. So then he's at least got a knight. But I don't know. He would have accepted it otherwise. Maybe he's thinking about it now. No, I think he wants to play to the death. Okay. Well, the +1, but the position to me is taken. He's taken the knight. So we can take. So he's going to take here. I'm only on a few seconds here, dude. Right. He's still got a knight, and he is a knight man. So we can mess this up big style now. His knight has got issues in terms of the end game, in that it doesn't have the right amount of squares to actually operate on. But I'm just going to see if we can shorten its span of attack, if you like, and try and get some of these pawns off the board. 32 seconds. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, don't make a mistake, don't blunder, dude, don't blunder. Up, don't blunder, just nice and steady, just take your time, 2-second increment. He's got to put a check on us somewhere with his knight. Come on. Don't blunder, don't blunder. 1. He's putting a check on like we said. Can we not move over to the pawn here? I'm going to blunder and let's go attack. Oh, this is hurting me. Short on his span. Let's go here. Get out of the way. I've got no time now. I've got to do Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't like it. I don't like it. He's not close enough to that pawn. I can take it. Come on. 15 seconds. That's not good enough for me. Go away from me. This knight's going to want to protect this pawn now. Oh, he's not got a fork. That's far enough away, the rook. King can't protect the pawn. Let's go. Come on.
King, one of the king. Shame.
The move. Come on. 11 seconds. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. What we got, what we got. He's moved and it's... No, it's not checkmate actually because he's got space there, but we can get a queen. Oh no, he's going to go in here. But either way, we can still put the check. Check. And get the knight. And that's got to be all she wrote. Oh my word. Oh my gosh. 10, 12 seconds. Something. Got to be... No stalemate, please. No stalemate. I've got him cornered. That's it.
Game, Silver, well played.